So to counteract, you know, the leadership problem of the Beastmen, Crabling is bringing these Chaos Spawn, and these things are unbreakable. They deal a lot of damage. They deal poison damage, so that's great for poisoning the entire blob. There's also Morger. He's gonna bring 2 more Chaos Spawn to the table. That means he will have 6 Chaos Spawn, which means Crabling is breaking the rules and has to put 2 Chaos Spawn in the corner. I'll just tell him that. No, I'm joking, guys. That's not true. It's not true. The summons don't count. Don't worry. So the Brave Shaman of the Wild is here with the Mantle of Gorok. Okay, I like it. And the Traitor Kin. So we're going to give a lot of damage to units that he casts it on. Traitor Kin, of course, AoE damage. Doesn't do too much, but if there's a big blob, it might do a decent amount. So Ungo Raiders, 3 of them. I like how he's deploying his units, spears, including the Destroyers of the Drakvault in front of the Chaos Spawn. Sons of Goros, some magic damage. Of course, with throwing axes, will be able to harass a little bit. For Willow's overpowered Kappa vampire counts. We have Hex Raids hiding in the forest. He used them very well last battle. Let's see if he can do it again. Blood Knights also hiding, well, not quite hiding in the forest actually. I need to move this goal a little further up. I imagine it's triggering some people in the chat. We'll take care of that later. It's kind of covering the minimap a little bit. Okay, so he has Spearmen, which I like. The Conic Stalkers to bring his own poison to the fight. Oh, gotta be careful of these Sons of Goros. He knows it. There's a Strigoi Vampire Lord. And man, something about Willow that we've been seeing a lot is that he brings these really expensive lords with a lot of abilities that you don't necessarily see all the time. Most people would skip these abilities. Oh no, Sons of Goros, no. No. They're getting mulched by the Blood Knights. I mean, they are mulching quite a few Blood Knights in return, but this is such an important unit. It was the one magic damage unit that was here, and it killed like half a Blood Knight, but at what cost, chat? At what cost? Hex Raids are catching quite a few of the Centigores, and the Strigoi. It's going for the Brave Shaman. Is he getting a hit? And that looks scary. Looks like he's looks like he's giving up the chase. Not sure if that was intentional. Yeah, it didn't look like he was going to get the kill there anyway. These Centigores look like they're going to get squashed between the Blood Knights and the Hex Raids. There are some Cairn Raids here. Corpse Guards with the Unholy Lodestone. Good targets for the Ungo Raiders, of course. Blood Knights, they have received 2 invocations so far. The single target invocation guys, not as effective as the Overcast. But of course healing your Blood Knights is never bad. Willow doing a good job here, running away. These Centigores. Breath Attack comes in. Actually kills 2 Chaos Spawn, I would say. Actually not too bad, even though it doesn't look too impressive. It's not too bad. I think the Vampire counts lose because they didn't bring the Lamian. Maybe. I mean, the Terrorgeist is going to bring some useful anti-large potential. As these Chaos Spawn. Okay, so the Lions are engaging Skeleton Spearmen. Brace! They didn't brace. Okay. Oh no! No. Brave Shaman. Maybe he's just debating them, but it doesn't look like he's doing that. It looks like he's just dying. Oh man. Got caught between a Hex Raid. Ah! Strigoi. He's out of there. Using Claws of Murkane. Bring his damage up to 568. Not bad. Now the cavalry is engaging. The Blood Knights are in the back here. Other Blood Knights engaging straight onto Chaos Spawn. That's not what the Chaos Spawn want. Centaurs are doing what they can against this Strigoi, but he's really tough. X-Rates are coming in. Attacking Centaurs. Some spears are in there though. One X-Rate is falling pretty low. Chaos Spawn have been summoned. Willow, good Hex-Rate control. As usual, pulling back his Hex-Rate. Can Crabling kill this Strigoi? Can he hold it? Shoot it? Or is it getting away like Luther often does? Well, he's using the Ghoul King of Yushoran. That's keeping his leadership up and giving him a lot of healing. Also using Power Stone. He has the summon. He might actually drop the summon here. So make his escape more easy. Another summon has been dropped, so this is kind of the point of the battle where the Beastmen are at their strongest. You have the two summons on the field. Willow is being smart. He's pulling back his Blood Knights from the summons. He figures, you know, they can fight some of my cheaper troops that can't get away anyway. But anytime they spend running around trying to chase something and not really fighting, basically a win, because you know these guys are going to die eventually. Grey Shaman of the Wild has managed to survive. But Willow always seems to find nooks and crannies to get into those formations, disrupt those range units. He's doing it again with the Hex Rates. Big charge there on the Grey Shaman. Go Raiders are crumbling. The front is holding though, but look at this Corpse Guard just generating value. Let's see the Cairn Raids. When they have this Corpse Guard supporting them, they can lose a lot of health before they actually start losing models, as you can see. And their stats get raised quite significantly. So, yeah. Even though it says they're losing, they're actually doing a very good job here. You can see they're just not losing models. And this is a pretty good unit. The Destroyers of the Dracvault and the Chaos Spawn are quite damaging. But, yeah, they're just not losing models, thanks to that Corpse Guard. Another Corpse Guard buffing this, and Strigoi quite damaged, but always has more healing available. And yeah, looks like too much stuff went wrong for the Beastmen from the start. The ranged units were not able to take out the support units, and if you can't take out the support units, then it's just too much. It's so much value from the Corpse Guards in stats and regen, which Willow also kind of needed because he was healing his Blood Knights with single cast, not really throwing too many overcasts onto the main line there. Just relying on the Corpse Guards. Morger, as he so often is, on his own against the tide. Yeah, Vampire Count speeding Beastmen, what do you know? Yeah, Willow has been around, definitely showing himself to be quite a creative scion of the undead here, winning against Crabling. Well, going one game up, he hasn't totally won yet. Crabling trying to troll me a little bit. I see what you're doing there, my Russian friends. Yeah, chat. Yeah. Vampire Count so OP. Have you guys bought any games on the current Halloween sale? I'm thinking of getting Control and Iron Harvest. Yeah. So they currently have the wrong map selected. Yeah, for Russian players it's sometimes a bit difficult because the maps in the Russian version of the game have different names and are in a different version, but Crabling got it. What a pro. Beastmen need the Lore of Fire. Beastmen need more units. I've talked about it a lot. Like, give them Doom Bulls, give them Taurox, the Brass Bull, give them Great Bray Shamans as lords. Give them the Jabberslide, give them the Gorgon, and the way they should implement those units is the Jabberslide should be this unit that has a snare, because, you know, Jabberslides have this tongue that can snare stuff, so that would be massive for Beastmen. And the Gorgon should be an anti-large single entity monster that heals while it's in combat, because it devours its enemies, so it would be very thematic. It did that. And that would fill some pretty important niches for the Beastmen, because you can, you know, turn it any way you like. The game is currently about single entities, mostly single entity monsters, and Beastmen doesn't have great monsters, so giving them good monsters would definitely help. So Empire and Norska. Crabling brings the Skaven. Willow brings the Norskans, which, yeah, is probably the better pick out of those two. Give them the units they should have had from the start, yeah. I mean, I know the Jabberslide costs too many Charlemagnes to make, but I will pay as many Charlemagnes as I need to get viable, strong, interesting, and most of all fun Beastmen. I don't mind. Yeah. So also armored units. I think they could have a lighter chariot, because they have a chariot unit that was very popular on the tabletop. Like a non-armor piercing lighter chariot. It's a little bit of armor, but then a Vestigore variant. Why not? Like, the Regiment of Renown is a halberd Vestigore, but really, I would just give them Vestigore halberds. And also the Vestigores that are dedicated to the Chaos Gods, like you have Khorngors, Slanesh-gors, Vestigores with a P. Those are Nurgle-gors. Give him those. Give him some interesting abilities. And if you add all of that stuff, you suddenly have a pretty solid faction. Because right now the Beastman roster is like 6 units. And variants of those units. It's very bare bones. If you compare it to something like Skaven or Lizardman, it's just sad to look at. But I actually really like the Beastmen. I played them quite a bit in Warhammer 1, but I just got fed up having these battles that, you know, went well and then you just lose because you're the Beastman and you suck. And then the way they were viable was a bit stupid. Like, they just made the summons so overpowered. But it's still kind of the only good thing the Beastmen have, where on a small map they can get a bunch of summons off and then kill you with the summons. And you can't really recover on a small map. Because the one good thing about Beastmen is if they start winning, they can easily run stuff down because all their units are pretty fast. But on a larger map, it usually ends with you getting too spread out, and then, you know, in the end, you just get picked off by stronger mobility and healing. The enemy just has more longevity than you do. Also, Beastmen Lords are kind of not too good. Lore of Beasts could definitely use a buff, in my opinion. Then you might see some more Malagor and bigger armies. Alright. Willow, will he make yet another upset happen? Let's see. Beastmen need Dragon Ogre Shagot. No, it's called the Gorgon. Okay, so Gutter Runners with Poison, Night Gunners with Slings. That's pretty cool. A ranked up Help It Abomination. Oh man. You just gotta love these Crabling builds, man. Ixchas tries, they served him well before. They may serve him well again. Russian Sorceress here. Concealment Bomb. Fear of Aramar, I've never seen this before. Reduces leadership and vigor, could be useful. Speed of Lycus, okay. Speed, Stall Cannon, Spottable. Brittle Bone, oh yeah. Orb Stars, those are pretty good. Skitter Leap. Toxic Rain. And yeah, they started very early, so... And they've actually Vanguard deployed on top of each other somewhat. The Rat Ogres are rushing in, and look! The Marauder Horse Masters are taking so much damage from the slings. Willow is like, probably like, really? What's this? Looks like a sort of guiding build, almost. The Gutter Runners. And then the range units nicely spread out. Yeah, very interesting. Gutter Runners, don't stand there. Okay, the Help It is going in. Wulfric is going into the Help It, but Help It should have an edge over him, as long as it doesn't get swarmed too much. The Final Transmutation comes in, but Crabling is being smart. He's pulling away his Eshin Sorcerer, but then he's pulling the damage away from the units that were over here. Nice reaction there. The Lord and Hero Micro from Crabling has been so good today, especially when he was playing the Skaven. Skin Wolves engage on Efficient Triads, probably not the greatest engagement for them, though they might break them. And the boat comes in, Gutter Runners get killed by the Manticore and Marauders, that hurts. Nice one, Marauders are putting some pressure, and these guys never get tired, so you can run all day. Skin Wolves. Also fighting the Ixchas Triads, but they're going to think better of that. And yeah, Wulfric. Looming Dread, Assassin's Trophy, Brittle Bone could even be casted. He's not having such a good time here, but he's targeting the Assassin, that's pretty good. Another hit. The Assassin is probably gone, but yeah, Wulfric is not in a great spot here. Needs some help from his buddies. Trying to pull out of there. The Rat Ogres, unfortunately for Crabling, are routing. Skaven Assassin is terrified. Now Wulfric can get out of here, I think. And should probably let the infantry deal with the Help It Abomination. Skin Wolves making short work of Rat Ogres, as usual. These Rat Ogres are kind of running around. Skin Wolves were terrified, but have rallied. They want to pull back. There's still 11 of them, but they're all pretty hurt. Well, they don't want to, though. Willow just keeps going in aggressively, even with Wulfric. Might not be the best choice. Maybe he thinks if he pulls Wulfric away, he won't win this fight. But he definitely won't win this fight if Wulfric actually dies to the Help It here. But he seems pretty confident that he can actually break it. So now he's pulling Wulfric away. The Assassin's Trophy goes pushed again. We put on him again. He's getting out of there. Leadership and Vigor. He's almost breaking, but not quite. And is this one of those battles where Wulfric survives on a sliver of health? Well, I guess 1700 health is not really a sliver of health. I hope it gets its healing, but it's also routing. Wolfric. He's gonna break. He's gonna break. He's out of here. The Wolfric is out of here, and he's also being shot at. So he might still go down. But what about this Master Assassin? He's on his own. There's a bunch of skin wolves. Who the rat ogres are trying to run off. Wolfric, but Eyesore Marauders, man, they traveled all across the map, didn't they, those crazy bastards? Skin wolves also intercepting these rat ogres while the Manticore stays on the hell pit. Quite nice. Little bone on Wolfric, but it's not in battle, so it doesn't really matter. That is defense. Has been lowered. It's the last spell out of the Eshin Sorcerer. He's trying to put up a fight. It's a Shaman Sorcerer, but he brought in some help from his buddies. And yeah, he's not having a good time. He's falling down. Wolfric not going to stick around to celebrate the victory here. Yeah, Willow 2-0. Did look like Crabling was maybe not picking the most competitive matchups or builds there. Looked like he was having a bit of fun. Yeah, once again, good execution to Willow. Can't take anything away from that.